Hey, good morning, guys. Hopefully, everybody's Tuesday is going good, and if not, hopefully, it gets better. Whew, it's been one wild ride. Yesterday, the only number that I had that I did not like was after I had eaten breakfast. My number was 196. That was after eating a serving size of oatmeal, and I had some boysenberry in there. I didn't have any kind of fat, any kind of dietary fat within that. Well, just within the oatmeal, might have been like maybe 2 grams. Other than that, like I said, my number was 196. So, what I'm thinking about is switching off. I do have millet, so I'm thinking about switching off to millet because I know that sometimes oatmeal can spike your blood sugar. And until I get to that point to where my dietary fat is consistently low and not high, I'm gonna see what the millet does. I know the millet's higher in carbs, but it doesn't. It's not supposed to really have that some. From what I understand, From what I understand, it's not supposed to spike your blood sugar like how oatmeal can. And like I said, everybody can be different when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm going to try that, and eventually I'll go back to the oatmeal and see where I'm at. Besides that number, the rest of my numbers are getting pretty decent. I had a snack yesterday, and it, the carbs were like 30, 40 carbs, maybe 5 grams of fat. So, I mean, there wasn't really, by the time evening came around, my number was golden. This morning I had some beans and I had an apple. I know it sounds kind of weird to have beans for breakfast, but I love beans. And so, how many grams of fat? It was like 1 gram of fat in the beans, and there was nothing in the oatmeal, so that I only had like 1 gram of fat this morning. Did I say oatmeal? If I did, I meant apple. Anyway, I'm also starting to get a clearer picture just through experience of how it can be how easy it can be to be calorie deficient. That's something I will keep in mind. Of course, I'm going to lose weight if I can't attain the calories that are needed for the day, and especially depending upon the type of work I do, which I work at a grocery store, so I'm moving around, so it definitely requires that energy. But I am thinking about seriously, which I already do anyway, but even more so now, having a little more knowledge about potatoes. And we shouldn't be scared of carbs, whole natural carbs. We shouldn't be scared of potatoes. It's not the potato itself that's the problem. It's what goes on the potato that's the problem. It's the sour cream. It's the cheese. It's the dairy. It's a whole host of whatever else that you put on that potato that's the problem. The potato's not to blame. And so I'm thinking about actually, I was listening to other people talk about the potato diet. I'm not saying that doesn't work. I'm sure it definitely works in the short term, and it could be good in the short term. In the long term, I don't know if it's completely sustainable, but I mean, you do need other things. But I believe in the short term, it could be something good. I don't know. That's something I'm considering, that I'm thinking about doing after I see where I'm at in another week or two with my blood sugar. After my blood sugar numbers start to stay consistent and I have a good hold and my dietary fat, because I'm logging everything down from the time I wake up, not to gross anybody out, but when I go to the bathroom in the morning. I weighed myself this morning. I'm back down to 192. I was 197 last week. What else? I don't know. Maybe my goal by Friday should be to get down to 190. I started lifting weights the other day, just to get that glucose moving, to get it into my muscles. Backing off of the fat, so that way it allows my brain a chance to absorb that glucose. If that's what the brain wants, it wants glucose. It doesn't want fat. But yeah, that's kind of my update for now. Today I got my trusty banana. I seem to do pretty well with those. There is a little bit of fat even in a banana, dietary fat, as long as you track it. There's about, well, I wasn't really sure how to go about it. I weighed the banana, but I'm pretty much sure that you have to take the pill off to get the true accurate reading, which of course I didn't, because I want this for my break. But it did say that there was 2 grams of fat, which they say 2 grams of fat, it's not really even worth mentioning or talking about. But I just thought I would share that with you guys anyway. But this is one of the calorie-dense foods that would be good to have. But I'll keep you guys updated. I'll keep you guys posted. And I will talk to you later. Bye! If it shuts off.